In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Kawhi Leonard's one-on-one defense. Let's get down and let's check him out. Okay, so in this first clip, we're going to have Kawhi Leonard going one-on-one against this player on the Philadelphia 76ers. From there, what's going to happen is this player is going to go and drive on Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi Leonard is a very good defensive player, especially when it comes to lateral speed. From there, Kawhi Leonard is able to keep up while keeping his feet never crossed. You never want to cross your feet. Now, he does take one step towards that player and towards the net with a running step with his feet do cross, but at the same time, this is okay. If you only need to take one step to be able to keep up with a player who is full out attacking the basket, you're okay, because as soon as he does that, he's back into defensive stance. Now, what is another thing that we do notice? Well, Kawhi Leonard is watching this player's shoulder as well as his upper neck. Why is this important? Because this is allowing him to know what this player is doing, because that ball is super high when this player is attacking. When this player picks up that ball, puts two hands on it, Kawhi Leonard knows at this point in time that this player is going to take most likely 2 steps to go for that layup. And because of that, Kawhi Leonard is able to time this shot so that he's able to block it. Now, this is a great lesson to teach and to also learn. If you've got a player who is attacking the rim and you can time how many steps that they're about to take, as soon as they pick up that ball, they're going to take 1 or 2 steps. 90% of the time, they're going to be taking 2 steps. So you generally know where they're going to go, especially when they are on an all-out attack towards the basket. And because of this, we can be like Kawhi Leonard, who was able to time this shot. He was able to take a hop to get more power into his legs so that now he can go up into that shot block. Now, it does help to have the length that Kawhi Leonard has, also the fitness level that he has as well. And if you want to become a faster player but also a player who can jump higher, make sure to check out the jump training link down in the description below. Now, this is a very similar clip as I will explain, and that is when Kawhi Leonard is coming off of a pin down screen. We have Kobe Bryant, who is attacking the net after that pin down. So Kawhi Leonard was able to get around that screen. He did not want to go under because Kobe would just then pop out for a 3-point shot. And nobody wants that because Kobe Bryant is wet no matter where he is on the court. But from there, what we do have is Kawhi Leonard able to get around that screen. Now, what is going through his head right now? He is already, we can tell by his arms, getting ready to jump and block that shot. Why? Well, Kobe Bryant is facing this direction and he's got that ball. Kobe Bryant then takes a hop and he's looking at the rim. He's not looking at where Kawhi Leonard is. And because of this, he is more worried about Ginobili than he is about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's able to time this. We know that because as soon as he catches that ball, Kawhi Leonard is already getting down into his jumping stance and he's able to pin that ball on the backboard. This is all from reading what the player he is defending is about to do. And because he gets that ball, even when that ball is just caught, he already has his body in a jumping motion and he's able to get up and block that shot. This is something that we as players can all do in our game and can all imitate and copy to. Now, this is a really good stance and I'm going to tell you why. So from here, he is forcing this player towards the right side. We can tell that because his right foot is up higher than his left, so he is currently trying to force this player baseline. From there, he also has his right arm up, which is taking away any passes towards this side of the court. From there, he has this hand down. Why is that important? Well, if you're forcing a player towards that right side, that player is going to be crossing over that ball because, as we can see here, he crosses over to his left and now he's going to be attacking back right. Well, Kawhi Leonard has his hand right in position to steal any crossover that happens. This player is not even paying attention to what's happening. He's looking for, or at least acting like he's looking to pass that ball, and then he attacks back in the other direction. Because of having that arm down, if he had this arm up and he slashed down with it, that could be called a foul even if he only gets ball. You want to have the least amount of movement to steal a ball. That really does take referees' eyes away from you. And because he has that hand down, he's able to steal that ball. He doesn't have to make that much movement to make that steal, and he's able to go in for a dunk on the other end. Another thing that I really like about Kawhi Leonard, even though this player here, Williams, is a very good shooter, this player here is coming off of a screen, and his player is passing to that player coming off the screen. One way that you can disrupt a screen and roll is by jumping off your man if he's close enough to be able to steal that ball from the player who is coming off that screen. Now, because this player may not be Williams, but this player is in prime position to take that shot, that's only one step for Kawhi Leonard. So if you can disrupt a screen that's very close to you, you can then create a turnover and of course baskets for yourself. Now this is not one-on-one defense in this clip, but this is just super good help defense. So usually what you would see is help defense, and a lot of coaches will teach it this way and a lot of trainers will as well. The help defender comes from the baseline and comes up and takes the charge. That can still happen in this case, but we have a player who is okay at shooting threes and a player who's a lot better at shooting threes. And Kawhi Leonard is in prime position because he's in help defense. He, in my opinion, is in the first line of help defense. This is first line, this is second line. So what should happen is Kawhi Leonard should go in and try to take that steal. If he can get it, he can get it. If not, he needs to drop down in between these two players because now this player needs to dip out and take that charge. Well, that's basically what happens. Kawhi Leonard's able to get that steal. This player dipped down to try and take that charge, or at least try to get that steal, one or the other, and that's what happens. Now this could be risky for these players to get open shots, but we would rather have, in most cases, unless your name is Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Lillard, or whoever else has a very good three-point shot over 40%, we would rather have these two players shooting a 3 than this player getting an easy 2 in the key. So now in this final clip that I'm about to show you, this is a very good way of playing defense. So a lot of players will have the ball between their knees when they're trying to do jab fakes. Well, this is really exposing that ball because, for one, if you had it around your waist, you can be faster with getting that ball away from your defender. You're able to bring it from your left side of the waist to the right. You can bring it up a bit higher, you can bring it lower, you can bring it in all different places, but by having it between your knees, you are really cutting down onto where you're able to go, and because of that, Kawhi Leonard has his hand straight up. This really takes away the shot, because by having it between your knees, sure, a lot of players do gather there and go up for their shot, but you cannot go through an arm unless you have your arm crossed, kind of like how Kyle Lowry does it, but then you're not getting your shots, you're just getting the ball out of bounds and this guy gets a foul. But this is a risk that you can take, but with this player looking to pass, he's not looking to shoot. Kawhi Leonard's able to go in, reach in quickly, get that ball, and that player has got nothing else that he's able to do, and of course Kawhi Leonard's able to go in for a nice open dunk. Now I hope that this video has helped you become a better defender in basketball. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe. Go check out my vertical jump training book down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time.